Пожалуйста, прекратите это кровопролитие. Верните мне моего сына и другим матерям верните детей. Прекратите это.
Папа, качает.
Your parents, women, children are missing you. And you yourself are missing them too. By all means, try all your might. Escape Putin's war to stay alive.
Russia, go home.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visite suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Нашите предавания предлагат много езици. Моля вижте suprememastertv.com/schedule.
There's so many people who have never met a turkey, and there's so many people who have never met a cow in person, or a pig, or a goat, or a sheep. You know, these animals that are found on plates sometimes, sadly, and then they're making that connection, taking away that abstract notion of a food animal and meeting an individual.
Supreme Master Qinghai, vegan, thankfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Kit and Peter Jagoda, vegans, for your dedication to protecting and caring for helpless innocent animal people, plus $10,000 as a humble token of loving support for Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary. With all love, respect and appreciation, wishing you continued success in your noble endeavors, and may heaven bless you abundantly always.
Continue watching to find out more.
My hope and vision for the planet is that the whole world will go vegan and that all the animals will be free from cages and tanks, and that they can roam free and be in peace just like you and me. Genesis Butler, vegan.
When animal rights are under attack, stand up, fight back. When animal rights are under attack, stand up, fight back. When animal rights are under attack, stand up, fight back.
Animals suffer just like us. Animals have families just like us. Animals get scared just like us. Animals do not want to die.
Delightful viewers, good lad Delongue is good day to you in Tok Pisin, one of the official languages of Bougainville Island. I'm Matthias. The loving Bougainville people praise every effort you make to create a new paradigm of peace by thinking, speaking, and acting with the highest of intentions and respect. May God bless you all. Welcome to our show, Kit and Peter Jagoda, vegans, the co-founders and compassionate artists of Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary, Part 1 of 2.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses, no more hurting, no more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan, make peace, so be it.
River's Wish Animal Sanctuary, located on 65 picturesque acres or 26 hectares in northwest Spokane, Washington State, USA, provides a peaceful, loving home for more than 100 rescued animal people. Founded by the artists and art educators Kit and Peter Jagoda, the sanctuary is named after the couple's beloved dog, Person, River, whose love inspired them to do more to help animal people in need. For many years, Kit and Peter have been dedicated vegans. They explained what inspired them to adopt this compassionate, noble lifestyle.
I was vegetarian, and when I watched Earthlings shortly after it came out, I was shocked. It was really alarming, and I thought, why don't I know this? Why aren't we taught this in school? And so that made me vegan. And also just the fact of learning more about animal agriculture and what people do to wildlife and domestic animals. It's just heartbreaking. But it was that documentary, Earthlings, that really made the ultimate change for me.
The thing that caused me to get into veganism was just being around the animals, just becoming very aware of that they are sentient beings and they have feelings. And why would you do that to something that's alive and loves its life? So that's kind of what tipped the scale for me.
In 1995, Kit and Peter started rescuing animal people in need. However, it was not until 2004 that they formally founded River's Wish. Let's find out what inspired them to create a sanctuary.
I don't know if we had an inspiration. I think we just sort of stumbled into it. And then as it grew, our appreciation for helping animals grew as well. And then the next thing we know, well, we have a sanctuary here and we better do it right.
We initially started by joining a pet rescue group. And we would take dogs and cats out of the shelters who were going to be euthanized. And it was a huge eye-opener. And then we learned that rabbits were the third most common animal at shelters, and they're one of the most exploited. They're found in the pet industry and vivisection and experimentation and meat and fur. So it was a real learning snowball effect, and then learning more about all of the different species and what happens to them. When we moved out to this property originally, we hadn't even considered or thought about sanctuary, but when we learned about the plight of animals, it felt so natural and it organically grew.
At River's Wish, a team of more than 30 volunteers helps to feed, water, medicate, clean, and care for the animal people at the sanctuary. Kit says that the vegan lifestyle plays an essential role for the volunteers who work there.
A number of our volunteers have come from the vegan community, and so they're very excited to be able to help and be around animals who have been rescued and advocate for them. We've also had volunteers who have become vegan since volunteering here. One of our volunteers had been a long time vegetarian, and she met Moxie and Bob, two little Jersey calves who were born into the dairy industry, and they came here when they were about a day old. They were going to be killed because that's what happens to little boys in the dairy industry. When she met them and when she learned their story, it was just like a light turned on, and she became vegan, immediately. So I feel like sanctuaries are very important to the vegan community and, our community in general. I feel like they're tangible evidence of animals having emotions and families and not really being much different from humans, that we're all animals.
Each year, many guests come to River's Wish and meet the gentle, loving residents living there. While at the sanctuary, people have an opportunity to make the connection between animal people and what ends up on their plates at meal times.
There's so many people who have never met a turkey. And there's so many people who have never met a cow in person, or a pig, or a goat, or a sheep. These animals that are found on plates sometimes, sadly, and then they're making that connection, taking away that abstract notion of a food animal and meeting an individual. And that's one of the things that I hope that this sanctuary does is provides that opportunity where people can meet each resident as an individual and take away that distance that they have from if they are eating meat or dairy. Hopefully bridge that gap and make that connection. For all of those animals who are not fortunate to be here, the animals we care for are very fortunate because their lives are saved and we want them to have a very happy life, but definitely makes me think about the billions that don't.
When they go down and they meet the pigs, Vegan and Virgil, and when they can sit there and when they look in their eyes, there's something going on in their heads that, there's something there. And I think the pigs especially, it's so obvious when you look at them in the eye. Something is there, and they're thinking and they're responding to you. They're wonderful animals.
Vegan side effect: they will ask what face repair cream you use.
We will pause for a moment to give our loving dog companions some vegan treats. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television.
We pray for Ukraine or Urain.
Your life is the only most precious thing you have. Don't drag yourself into war, thus dig your own grave. Go home. Go home to beautiful Russia. Or stay alive, surrender to end the horrific war.
We have been tricked for many years, and everything shown on state TV has nothing to do with reality. Unfortunately, now the same thing is happening in the war. Even though we started to realize this war was wrong, we didn't know what to do. If nothing is done, there will be nuclear war.
Я связался с представителем разведки, объяснил ему ситуацию свою, на что мне предложили такой вариант, что давай, мы гарантируем тебе безопасность, гарантируем тебе новые документы, там, гарантируем тебе денежную компенсацию. Перелетел, все успешно, приземлился, меня встретили. Здесь нет никаких фашистов, нацистов. Мне очень обидно за то, что сейчас происходит. Убийство, слезы, кровь. Просто друг друга люди убивают. Вот и все. Это вот единственное, о чем я понимал. Единственное, чего я просто не хотел. То, что сейчас происходит, это просто геноцид украинского народа. Так, как украинского, так и российского.
Welcome back to our program, Kit and Peter Jagoda, Vegans, the co-founders and compassionate artists of River's Wish Animal Sanctuary, Part 1 of 2. Many of the sanctuary's residents have been rescued from horrific conditions. Kit and Peter share the touching story of Paloma, the horse lady.
Paloma, we rescued from slaughter in 2005. She is a Percheron mare. She had been a former Premarin mare. She came from a Premarin farm. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but what they do is they take the urine from pregnant mares and they put it into a drug for women for like during menopause. Well, they really like the drafts because their bladders are bigger. But then the mares need to be pregnant and in order to create this hormone, and the vast majority of foals are sent to slaughter, probably 90% or more, because how are you going to find that many homes? So they're considered byproducts, and it's just very tragic. Well, Paloma ended up going to a kill buyer, but we were able to save her from slaughter. When she came here, she was underweight, she was extremely fearful, and just a mess.
Wanting to help Paloma overcome her fear of humans, Peter and Kit hired a professional trainer to work with her. However, during this time, Paloma fell critically ill.
And the veterinarian came out and he said, there's nothing I can do for her. You're going to have to either take her to Washington State University Veterinary Hospital or have her euthanized. And we weren't about to have her euthanized. So we put her in the trailer.
So at midnight, she drove her down to WSU, 70 miles away. At 2 a.m, they did surgery and removed 12 feet of small intestine. She was down there for 2 months, and she literally owned 2 veterinary students for that time. And whatever she needed, they were there for her. So after 2 months of constant care, she came back. She is now what I refer to as your basic 2,000-pound puppy dog. She's an incredibly gentle horse and trusting, and that's one of the biggest keys in this whole thing is, you earn the trust of an animal. It just doesn't happen. You have to earn it. And then once you earn something, you really should, treasure it. So she's just this big, beautiful black horse that is just as sweet and gentle as could be.
There are 211 countries and regions which have animal people protection laws. Lesotho is one of them. Lesotho, the Cruelty to Animals Act No. 3 of 1875. Lesotho was an early country to instate an animal people cruelty law in 1875. Obey the law of your country. No more animal people slaughterhouses. No more herding. No more murdering them to eat, to lab test, or for any reason at all. Be vegan. Make peace. So be it.
Kit and Peter believe that animal people play an important role on Earth and that they are here to teach us.
I think that they help teach us to be in the moment, to be present. They're intuitive, and they take us to the natural world. For me, they take me to a place or a space that really matters.
It takes you out of all the other hubbub and stuff that goes on, and you can really just focus on that moment with the animal and not worry about the local news or the national news or anything like that. They don't care. They're gonna look at you and go, don't worry about it. Let's just enjoy this moment here together. Scratch me.
We are sincerely grateful to Kit and Peter and all those involved in Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary. May God bless you abundantly with continued success. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, thankfully present the Shining World Compassion Award to Kit and Peter Jagoda, vegans, for your dedication to protecting and caring for helpless, innocent animal people, plus $10,000 as a humble token of loving support for Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary. With all love, respect, and appreciation, wishing you continued success in your noble endeavors, and may heaven bless you abundantly, always.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, is deeply grateful to the most merciful, beloved God for all the financial help, comfort, and support to the afflicted and needy, and/or any good cause over the years, as a humble vessel for His compassion and love toward His precious children.
For more information on Kit and Pete Jagoda and Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary, please visit reversewishanimalsanctuary.org.
Vegan, mature in spirit.
Precious viewers, thank you for your company today. Please join us again on Tuesday, October 3rd for Kit and Peter Jagoda, vegans, the co-founders and compassionate artists of Reverse Wish Animal Sanctuary, Part 2 of 2. Coming up next is Appreciate the Value of Initiation, Part 5 of 7, on Between Master and Disciples, right after Noteworthy News. Through the grace of the divine, may all humans and animal people soon live in harmony in a peaceful vegan world.
Be vegan, make peace, do good deeds, hell not reach.
Russia, leave Ukraine or you reign now. Peace be with you too.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/VE